So what's your plan for the semester?
I plan to write one research paper which I intend to publish it somewhere and fetch a good tier 1 internship somewhere.
So a lot of law students tell me this, and you know what? I want to share about how Dhinchak Pooja stole all your thunder away. How much time will it take you to get an article published from the day you start writing till the day it's out?
It will take me 90 days to get one good one.
Right, and one article is about how much? 7, 8, 10 days of work?
Yeah, but then it has like a lot of patterns too.
Right, you send your first draft, then the editors give you comments, then you format it as per every journal style sheet, and then they approve it.
So yeah, I think it will take me around 90 days.
Right. So from the day you started work on it till the day it's out there, this will be 90 days gone. And how many people read your article, by the way, which is there in a regular Indian law journal?
I don't have that number.
So most law university journals have paid subscribers in 2 digits, and for the remaining, because their vice chancellors or deans or the chief editors are very reputed people, you might have 50 or 100 more complimentary copies which they are sharing in their circuits. Now everybody who receives a copy doesn't necessarily read your article. So your best case scenario is probably 100 people will read your article over which you worked on for 90 days.
That sounds like a harsh reality. I didn't want it to know.
Okay, so realistic, right? Like 100 people will read your article, you work on it for 90 days, put in hours of your brain and sweat and everything. Now, Dhinchak Pooja, 9 minutes of a video, or less, 9 seconds, I don't know how long that video was, but millions of views. Right, now look at her effort to reward ratio, and the reward for her was attention. I am not saying you do the same, I am not saying you go for attention at any cost. But when your reward is that people need to see and recognize you for your legal skills, okay, then what if you could do something like that?
Is it possible?
Why not? So what if you could actually publish 50 articles in 90 days? How would that be? 50 articles published on the web, you're going to have thousands of readers. In a year you have, I don't know, 20,000, 30,000 people who would have read all of those. You might have had people inquiring about taking help from you. You might have had some recruiter you apply to who says, oh, I've read about your article here, and your CV will stand out. You will not look like just another, law student who wants to have good grades, be the regular typecasted nerd. You will be somebody who is extraordinary. Now, how is that possible? You might be wondering, one article 90 days and here I am talking like this madman. In 90 days you have 60 articles. How does that work? Now, I'll give you an example. In each one of our LawSikho courses, you practice writing one article a month. Okay. So, in 1 year, first you've come up with 10 articles in a LawSikho diploma. Now, how many people do you know in your batch who would be actually having even 10 articles at the end of their 5-year law?
I think probably 1 or 2.
Yeah, the best in your batch have 10 articles published by the end of 5 years. You are practicing that, how to do it in 1 year, in one LawSikho course. So that takes you to the top of your batch in 1 year. Now imagine you want to amplify this. Okay, there are a lot of students who have applied for an internship while pursuing their LawSikho diploma, and in 1 month then written again another 20 articles. So you write 10 in the course and 20 in the internship here. Because you are in the internship, you are given very dedicated training on how to write an effective article. Okay, so that's 30 articles in a year. That's a done deal. And if you take anything away from the internship, you can use some of those skills, and if you take time out, you can write the remaining 20. But assume you do none of that. 30 articles in a year. Will there be anybody else near you? And how many readers
doesn't it sound too good to be true?
Well, people have done that. So guys, you might be living in any impression of the world that this is possible, this is not possible, but really the message of the story is you need to have higher effort to reward ratios, chase the things that count more. Okay, you don't want to be spending your time doing things which don't have results that matter.